What's up, everybody? Well, I got another small form factor PC gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to check out a game called Liminal Department. Now, we're obviously going to play at 4K. I mean, unless it's not going to let me and just get horrible frame rate. And if that's the case, well, we probably will try this too, but I'll also try 1440 as well. Since now we've got that other Alienware, which has a GPU which is very similar in performance to this one. So it's kind of nice having something to compare them to, even though this one has a massively newer processor. Anyway, why don't we stop blabbing and why don't we get to gaming? So first we'll do 4K as we usually do, and it seems to do just fine. I mean, maybe there's the part where there's this guy who sits on a bench. Dropped the frames quite a bit. That's the only one that might get close to dropping under 60. But other than that, I can't see any other part in this dropping you under 60. You should be totally fine. We'll still test it out at 1440p though, just because I'm curious how it does compared to that new PC I put together. It should be very similar, but I think the better CPU and the small form factor PC will always give it the win. But still, it'll be fun. Now we're going to do ourselves some 1440p like I promised, and this gets like an enormous amount of FPS, and it seems very smooth too. So that's always nice. A lot of times on real games like this are like absolute stuttering machines. Now there's one spot where a guy pops in. That's the only spot that I really saw on any of the PCs that really dropped frames like crazy. Other than that, it was the normal like, oh, tiny little hiccup here and there. But anyway, let's get some gameplay, shall we? Alright, let's get ourselves a little camera recorded gameplay. Because Shadowplay still takes up a little performance. I don't know how much. Probably varies per game. Ooh, that's definitely not normal. That's what I mean. Hey, I saw that before too. I guess I just didn't even notice. That was like that too. Wonder where they went. Oh. Yeah, that's definitely not supposed to be that. That's supposed to be X-rays. Still nice looking for other stuff. Just in case. Yes. I don't remember this thing being here. I'm probably just being stoned and again gaslighting myself, but I don't remember that thing. It'd be nice if there was another one, another abnormality. Then it's just like, oh, obviously it's that. But yeah, I don't remember that being there, so I'm just gonna say yes. Hopefully I'm not wrong, otherwise we're probably starting back over. Nice. I don't know if that's what it was. We'll see when we get back in here. Could have been something else that saved my bacon. No, it's there, but it didn't have all the stuff on it. That's what was going on. Okay, the blinds aren't down. Everything seems to be there. That's here. The little bags are there. The remote is there. This thing is here. That thing's not open. There's vents. There are x-rays. Everything over here looks correct. I think sometimes this is gone. Or this is gone. I'm not sure. Heck, they might even do something like make this disappear or something. Or make the latches gone. You never know. You gotta be on your toes with this game. Well, pretty much all these types of games. That's the whole point. Double checking here, but I'm not seeing nothing this time around. But it could be something as like the lights are like 1% dimmer, or maybe some are missing from here. So just gonna take one more look. Is anything distorted? No, no, no. Nope, because I missed those a lot too. All the trash cans look normal. There's no like shit coming out of the vent. I saw that one time too, but didn't think much of it. And then failed because of it. So I go try to remember it, but I've never seen it happen again since. So no writing on the wall or any random people in here. Yeah, I don't see nothing. Well, that's obvious. There's not supposed to be fog here. Guess nothing else happens besides the fog, huh? I figured there'd be something else creepy besides just the fog or something hiding in the fog, but the fog is still weird nonetheless. Alright. Everything looks normal here. Alright, everything looks good here. Everything's on the table, the blinds aren't down. We got everything over here that we should have. I don't see anything added. Oh, never mind. Those are definitely not right either. Those are supposed to be X-rays. Alright, looks like I won. Hell yeah. Like I said, I almost always get through these at least once. But there's still more anomalies to find, so. And there's hard mode I could try too later, so there's still plenty more fun to be had. But hey, let's go wrap the video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Liminal Department, and I was able to beat it. But we haven't found all the anomalies yet, so there's still plenty more to do. There's also hard mode. I figured I'd get an achievement for winning, but I guess not. No big deal though. And there's still, like I said, more of those anomalies to find, so we will definitely have more to do. And who knows, maybe I can win a few more times. And hell, if I do, I might just change to hard by the time I get to the final computer or whatever. But regardless, this thing did absolutely effortlessly, did 4K and made mincemeat out of 1440, so badass. Always nice. I was figuring maybe it would be like, oh no, like 30 FPS on Epic, like a lot of these games are. But nope, if you're like this, can play no problem. And then 1080p, I get like 300 FPS or something like that. But unless you're doing esports or something only, I wouldn't really do 1080p with a system like this. Seems like a little wasteful. You could probably get lots of FPS still with a much cheaper system. Anyway, that's all for this video though. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.